so much, Mr. Chair and committee for holding up for me. I've got House Bill 537, which is about medical consent, public transparency, and modern science. This bill would prohibit the fluoridation of public drinking water in Virginia. Current law says today, Virginia's Board of Health has authority to regulate water additives, which means some localities fluoridate and some do not. HB 537 establishes a statewide prohibition on adding fluoride compounds to public water. No fluoride chemicals would be added. No mass medication through drinking water. This bill keeps water clean and medical decisions personal. This bill is also about informed consent. Fluoride is not a nutrient, it's a drug. It's used to treat a condition, tooth decay. Every other drug in America requires dosage control and patient consent. Water fluoridation provides neither. Medical treatment should be voluntary, not automatic. And also, modern science has changed. The CDC's own data shows that tooth decay has declined equally in fluoridated and non-fluoridated communities since the 1990s. Over 95% of toothpaste in America already contains fluoride. The National Toxicology Program found that moderate evidence linking high fluoride exposure to lower IQ in children. That is because fluoride is a known neurotoxin. Infants on formula receive up to 200 times the fluoride dose recommended for topical benefit. Fluoride chemicals are industrial byproducts. They're corrosive to aging pipe systems, and they're discharged into rivers after use. It's fiscally and environmentally responsible to remove fluoride from our public water. This bill creates uniform statewide policy, mandatory testing to ensure no fluoridation in water, and clear accountability to citizens who deserve to know exactly what is in their water. In closing, I'd like to say HB 537 protects informed consent. It reflects updated science. It reduces cost. It increases transparency. This is about clean water, not forced medication, and I respectfully ask for your support. Thank you.
Hamilton, any members wish to ask the patron a question? All right, seeing none. Anyone in the audience to speak in favor of House Bill 537, please come forward.
Hello, I'm Dr. Sheila Fury. I represent the Virginia Medical Freedom Alliance and the National Organization of Stand for Health Freedom. We support this legislation. The CDC, the EPA, and the National Science Foundation all have said under oath that fluoride is not safe. The CDC does not have a known safe limit. 0.7 parts per million is a guess. The CDC does not recommend fluoride ingestion for pregnant women, knowing the neurological harm that can occur to the fetus and to the newborn. The CDC does not recommend fluoride for newborns up to 6 months of age, knowing the harm. Admitted non-neurological harm occurs at 1.5 parts per million, and the EPA recommends that anything that level should be 10 times lower. That would mean the fluoridation level would be 0.15 parts per million. Here in the city of Richmond, we know how bad the water supply is, and just last year, they had a maximum of 2.67 milligrams per liter that was being dispersed to the public. This is very toxic levels of fluoride. This is occurring in the city of Richmond, and that is not the only incidence of fluoride overdose in the city of Richmond. We want informed consent so that every parent and every person understands that fluoride is a drug, and it is not the drug that their dentist is applying to their teeth. The fluoride that is in your water is a byproduct of chemical fertilizer manufacturing. So to assume that the two are the same or equivalent is a misnomer. We respectfully ask that you approve this bill.
Thank you. Anyone else to speak in favor of House Bill 537? Anyone in the audience here to speak in opposition?
Good morning, Chair, members of the committee, Trip Parent representing the Virginia Dental Association. The VDA, which represents nearly 4,000 dentists across the Commonwealth, supports community water fluoridation. Fluoridation reduces cavities by about 25% across children and adults, and every dollar spent on fluoridation returns about $20 in avoided dental treatment. Now, I've tried to explain to the dentist this would be a great business development bill, but anyway, they do not. They do not. Unfortunately, we gently oppose House Bill 537. Thank you.
Thank you. Hi.
Good morning. Thank you, Chair. My name is Lauren Eggleton, representing Virginia Health Catalyst. We're a state-level nonprofit advocating for equitable, comprehensive health care for all Virginians that includes oral health. And I'm here to respectfully oppose House Bill 537 and support continued community water fluoridation in Virginia. Currently, Virginia is a national leader in providing safe, high-quality drinking water. Nearly all of our public water systems maintain the optimal level of 0.7 milligrams per liter, the standard recommended by the CDC and supported by the American Dental Association and the American Academy of Pediatrics. As a result, 6.7 million Virginians benefit every day from a simple, evidence-based public health measure. Fluoride is a naturally occurring mineral in almost all fresh drinking water, and adjusting it to optimal drinking levels is one of the most effective and affordable ways to prevent.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Communities with fluoridated water see significantly fewer cavities across all ages and incomes, and the CDC has recognized community water fluoridation as one of the 10 greatest public health achievements of the 20th century. This matters because dental disease remains the most common chronic condition among Virginia's children, and adults are impacted as well. Missed school days, missed work, high healthcare costs, and preventable pain are all consequences of inadequate oral health prevention. With nearly 1/3 of Virginia adults lacking dental insurance, fluoridated water remains one of the few preventive tools that reaches everyone regardless of income. I want to acknowledge some concerns. Like anything, dose matters. Very high levels of fluoride can cause harm, but extensive reviews of evidence show no credible link between fluoride at optimal levels and adverse health outcomes, including cognitive effects. Virginia's water systems operate well within established safety margins. We also know that what happens when fluoridation stops. Communities that have ended these programs have seen sharp increases in cavities and urgent dental care, even when universal dental services are available. Calgary, Canada saw a 78% increase in emergent pediatric dental visits after ceasing community water fluoridation, and Israel saw a 50% increase in cavities, despite having a universal dental program. For these reasons, I urge you to oppose House Bill 537 and continue supporting community water fluoridation. This policy protects children and adults, reduces preventable disease, and reflects Virginia's commitment to evidence-based public health. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Barrett Hardin with the Virginia Dental Hygienists Association. For the reasons previously stated in others' testimony, we also oppose the bill.
Okay, thank you very much. All right. All right, do we have anyone online to speak in favor or opposition? We've got Kimberly Dyke Harsley. Are you on the line?
Yes, I'm on the line. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Great. Please continue.
Yes, I wasn't aware of the procedures. Thank you. Just a little different from the Senate. I am in strong support of this bill, and I'm very thankful for it being brought. For melanated communities, this is not a neutral policy. It is another example of chemical exposure imposed without consent. Our communities have a long history of being experimented on, overexposed, and ignored when harm is raised. Now, you could say this uncontrolled exposure reaches everyone, but it is based on income because a lot of people who cannot afford to purchase bottled water, drive to be spring water, they're stuck with just drinking tap water. Adding fluoride to public water assumes everyone's body, health status, and risk is the same, and that's simply not true. If fluoride is beneficial, people can choose it, but forcing it through the water supply, toxic. It's not something we can choose. It strips choice, autonomy, and accountability. So I oppose mass fluoridation of water systems, and I strongly support and hope that you pass at House Bill 537. Thank you.
Thank you. Is Ms. Gunther on the line? All right, I don't see Ms. Gunther on the line. Okay, Delegate Shin, you're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. I just wanted to say that I was on the CDC website here, and I've got it pulled up in front of me. And because of some of the comments that have been made, I thought it was worth countering some of that to say on their page, it says community water fluoridation is the process of adjusting. It explains what it is. And then it says it benefits all members of a community by preventing cavities, reducing oral health disparities, and saving money for everyone. It continues to say that community water fluoridation is a cornerstone strategy for prevention of cavities in the U.S. It is a practical, cost-effective, and equitable way for communities to improve their residents' oral health regardless of age, education, or income. And it was named one of the 10 great public health interventions of the 20th century because of the dramatic decline in cavities since community water fluoridation in 1945. And I just wanted to say that's on the CDC website so that folks can go there and see exactly what the CDC is saying.
Thank you, Delegate Shin. That may not be up for very long. Any members of the others seek recognition? I mean, I have one question. This is my concern about it, is that we've had fluoride in the water for decades.
Sure.
And we're just being told recently that fluoride is bad for you. Can you describe what the change is? I mean, this is not a partisan issue. We've had Republicans and Democrats that have led administrations and secretaries of health and CDC and NIH. And no one's come up with any evidence, in fact, just to the contrary, as Delegate Chin has. But suddenly we've got this onslaught of, oh no, fluoride is bad for you, and despite what you've been told for decades.
That's a good question.
What happened?
Would you mind if I deferred to my expert witness here on this one?
Part of the issue is that I think what we want informed consent. So we have to look at fluoride as a drug, and we're putting a drug in the water, right? We don't get to put potassium in the water because potassium is good for some people, but it's not good for others. The same applies to fluoride. And the fluoride, there's a big difference, again, that this is a byproduct of chemical manufacturing. It is not the same product that the dentist puts on your teeth, all right? And it is the CDC that testified under oath that there aren't safe levels of fluoride. They don't know what those are. All right. And it's only recently in 2019 that we have the ability to challenge the EPA, the CDC on these men, in particular the EPA and their toxic levels of chemicals that are in our water supply. That only occurred in 2019. So this has been going on for a long time. And what people who have the ability to do, they get filters for their water, they use reverse osmosis, and they take all the chemicals out of the water supply. The people who have limited income are not able to do that. And we have also a marketing campaign by the American Dental Association that is pushing fluoride. Yet, in fact, when you look at your toothpaste, the toothpaste on the toothpaste itself says there's a black box warning for overdosing on fluoride. And that if you take over a pea-size amount of toothpaste, that can be a medical emergency. That is on every fluoride toothpaste that has fluoride in it. So this is an issue that has been going on for a long time, and it's only now that we're able to make it public.
Okay, thank you. Delegate. Russell.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I have a motion.
Delegate Russell, you're recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I actually share a lot of similar sentiments that we should be regularly questioning what's in our water. We certainly learn more data as time progresses. And I know we're learning more, for example, around PFAS chemicals that are carcinogens. But at this time, Mr. Chairman, all of the data and information shows us that this is not a prevalent problem at this time.
You're drinking at 9 a.m, man. What the flip?
I have not drunk this morning.
You just blew.
Mr. Chairman, so I would move to gently lay this on the table.
Second.
Got a motion properly seconded to lay the bill on the table. All right. Right. Members, please cast your vote. House Bill 537, the motion is to lay the bill on the table. Clerk will please close the roll. Bill is tabled. House Bill 537 is tabled by a vote of 9-0. Thank you, Delegate Hamilton. All right, I don't...